Hello everyone, and welcome to this video where we will be continuing our fresh Shortener app. Last video we started working on the UI, and in this one we'll start dealing with our short entities. Let's go into our db.typescript file where we have set up all the user database functions, and we'll start creating our shorts functions. So first thing is we'll create a new interface to represent our shorts called short entity. This will take a user login, a short URL, and the original URL. And if we go to the bottom, we'll add the functions to create, delete, and get shorts. For our first function, we'll work on the create short, which takes in a short entity. We'll store shorts with two different keys in DenoKV. The first one is called shorts, and the short URL will act as the unique ID, since we can't have two shorts with the same short URL. The second key space will be called shorts by user, and this will allow us to get shorts by users by having the key list be the user login as well as the short URL. We can then create our atomic operation. Then we check that everything is brand new by putting version stamp as null. This will fail if for some reason the short that we're trying to create already exists in DenoKV. Then we set our shorts for these two keys and we commit it. In case of an error, we'll throw with a message failed to create this specific short. Next is deleting a short. Since when we created a short, we store it under a namespace called shorts and shorts by user. When we delete a short, we need to delete both of those. So similar to create shorts, we'll create our keys for both of these, and then we'll create an atomic operation and call the delete function on both of our keys and commit it. And similar to create, we'll throw an error in case the response is not okay. Next, we'll want to get a specific short. So we'll create a function that takes in the short URL that represents a short. We'll create the key for it under the namespace shorts, and then we'll use the get function of DenoKV to retrieve this specific short and return its value, which can be either a short entity or it can be null in the case that this short doesn't exist. Last one is getting all shorts by user. We'll take in a user login. We'll use the kv.list on it and pass it the prefix of shorts by user and the user login. This will return anything in this key space. This will give us an iterator, so we'll create a shorts variable and then we'll iterate over the iterator and push the values into it and return it. So now we got our short DB functions ready. Let's create our UIs to display them. Before creating the UI, I want to create a helper function that will handle the new short creations, since we'll have a form in the homepage and in the My Shorts page. It'll avoid repeating the same things. So under the utils, I'll create a new file called helpers.ts. I'll import nanoID, which is a package that'll allow us to create a small unique ID, which will serve as our short URL. Afterwards, I'll import short entity and the create short function from the DB file that we just created. And then we'll create a new short function that takes in the original URL and the login. If the original short is empty or undefined, which can happen if the user enters nothing in the form and hits enter. We'll want to return an error message. So we'll create an error message saying invalid URL provided, and then we'll redirect to the My Shorts page, which we haven't created yet, and have it display an error message for us. Otherwise, we'll create a new short where we'll pass in the login. We'll create a short URL using Deno ID of size 11, and we'll pass the original URL. And then we can create that new short by calling the create short function, and finally just redirect the user to the account/My Shorts page. Now we can see that the My Shorts page lives inside of the account URL path. So we'll want to create an account folder inside of our routes folder. So let's go ahead and do that, and inside of which we'll have a My Shorts route. And since we don't want anonymous users to access this one, since we can't display shorts if a user is not logged in, we'll need another middleware file to redirect the user if they're not logged in. So I'll create a new middleware file under the account folder. I'll import the middleware context, and then we'll also want to import the state interface. Then we can create and export our handler. I'll create a constant called redirect, which will represent a new response that redirects to the homepage in case of a user not logged in. So to determine if a user is logged in or not, we can check if the session ID is undefined, then we redirect to the homepage, or if the user is undefined, then we can also redirect to the homepage. Otherwise, we'll just call .next on the context, and that means the user is logged in. Great, so we're done with the DB functions for our app. Our middleware is set up. The only thing left is to work on the homepage and the My Shorts page, which we will finish in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.